Archetypes is back for its final episode and, for the first time, Meghan Markle sat down with men to discuss how they feel about the labels that hold women back. The Duchess of Sussex spoke to talk show host and TV producer Andy Cohen, comedian Trevor Noah and director, producer and screenwriter Judd Apatow. She noted how men can play an impactful role in the collective effort to move beyond stereotypes, pointing out their roles in the media, and for some, as husbands and fathers. As she marks the final episode of her podcast, Meghan looked at how we can change our thinking and go beyond the limits of the archetypes she has previously discussed. She particularly noted the significance of gender stereotypes that keep us really limited, using the examples: women are weak, emotional or oversensitive, and men are overbearing and dominant. The Duchess continued, "I think it's a really valuable image that both genders can use to wake up out of the limitations of the stereotypes and to move forward in our world, in a way that's both compassionate and strong. And I think if we are able to shed some light, not just on the history of these stereotypes and the lived experience of the women boxed in with them, but the understanding of how we can move away from them, then it has to be larger. There's more of this population that probably needs to be involved in the same conversation. I'm talking about men, and I thought for this final episode, wouldn't it be interesting to sit with some men?" Meghan explained that she wanted to hear men's thoughts on the archetypes, first including impressions from men across the world who have listened to previous episodes of the podcast. One listener said his biggest takeaway was really understanding and appreciating the history of words, while another confessed to realizing his role in reinforcing some of the stereotypes. Then, Meghan introduced her latest guests, admitting her husband Prince Harry had been the influence behind her decision to widen the conversation. She said, "Now, if you've been listening to the past 11 episodes, you may have noticed that you haven't heard many men's voices. In fact, until now, outside of a quick pop-in from my husband, in the first episode, this show has featured exclusively women's voices. And that's by design. It was important to us that women have a space to share their authentic and complicated, complex and dynamic experiences, to be heard and to be understood. But through that process, it also occurred to me, and, truth be told, at the suggestion of my husband, that if we really want to shift how we think about gender and the limiting labels that we separate people into, then we have to broaden the conversation." The Duchess said she was breaking out of the box in a bid to be open to a little bit of change. This episode marks Meghan's 12th and final installment of Archetypes. The podcast first launched in August when she sat down with her friend and tennis pro Serena Williams. In the months that have followed, the Duchess has spoken with the likes of pop star Mariah Carey, TV personality Paris Hilton, and the First Lady of Canada, Sophie Gregoire-Trudeau. Through open and thought-provoking conversations, she has tackled issues such as the myth of the angry black woman, the use of the word crazy to diminish women's credibility, and the societal pressure to be a good wife and mother. Following the first episode, Archetypes hit the #1 spot,